From Las Vegas, Sandy Kastel and friends.
Welcome to Sandy Kastel and Friends, produced by Michael Leonetti. Sandy Kastel has been entertaining audiences for years on stage, screen, radio, and television. And for the next 60 minutes, she'll be talking with local and international performers, artists, authors, celebrities, and more, with special features like women in music and arts, shopping at Smith's, cooking with Chef Michael, and staying fit and fabulous forever. Now, let's bring on the host. Here is Sandy Kastel.
Good morning. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. I'm looking over here and Michael is chewing on something. What are you eating? Oh my gosh. What is this? Peanut butter crackers you're eating after having that wonderful meal last night? You couldn't at least, have a meatball sandwich this morning?
No, I didn't eat it. Last night,
you could have made me meatballs and eggs this morning,
Sandy, I was surprised last night.
Or brajol and eggs, I think that would have been a good combination. We had a wonderful dinner last night.
Oh my God, it was fantastic.
House.
It was really great. We had a good time. Jimmy Mellodor was over, and he sat down, and I talked to him this morning. And Jimmy is, again, one of the pound-for-pound greatest jazz saxophone
How come
players.
you look so short this morning?
What's that, honey?
What are you sitting on?
I'm sitting on my money. I went through most of it, so that's why I look short.
We're going to have to raise that up a little bit.
So anyway,
so tall.
Yes. So anyway, Jimmy, I said to Jimmy, what'd you like this morning? I asked him. He said he liked the polenta, he liked the scarola, and he forgot all about the meatballs and the sausage last night because my future father.
What about the brajol?
That was delicious.
Oh my gosh!
So I got up yesterday morning and I cooked. I get up at 5 o'clock every day.
Holy.
Anyway, before we go any further,
whether he has to or not,
I want to hear some callers. People thought that we were off the air because we were done.
Because that's what you said last week.
Well, we were done. It was it. But
702-731-1230. It's 702-731-1230. Call in.
Well, you want to hear?
I want to see variety show with Chef Michael.
I want to see who's listening because what happened was that
they might have turned off their radios this morning.
Well, yeah, of course.
Because what else is there to listen to?
Well, Sandy says, but anyway, they gave us a great offer and they didn't want us to leave. I don't blame them.
The radio's an offer we couldn't refuse. Yes.
I don't blame them. Who the hell are they going to fill in but us? You know what I mean? Because it's a good variety show. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time. And this is a platform for so many great entertainers to come on to have the opportunity. Because years ago, Sandy, believe it or not,
years ago,
they had the Mike Douglas show, and you had Dinah Shore, and you had Johnny Carson. You had so many avenues for different shows that performers could have actually went on. Mm-hmm. There's no place for these kids to go on anymore outside of Jay Leno. I mean, he's gone, but what's his name? The kid who took his place? Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah,
and,
he's good. I like
him. And when you're talking about nationwide, it's all juice. It's who they know. It's hard to get. It's hard for these people.
How many billions of dollars you have behind you? Yeah, it's a little different out there. Yeah.
But last night it was great because the Grassos were not at the house.
Oh, no.
We missed
them.
I missed them.
Tanners,
but the
Cogans, they were over there. Well, what happened is it's kind of ironic because the Grassos, had invited the Conans over, Cogans, sorry, from White, Nan and her husband Brad, from White House Black Market, which I'm wearing one of the dresses today. Yes, I think it's called the changeable dress. I don't know. Nan, you're going to have to call me and tell me what the name of this dress is. Anyway, and so Nan had invited all of us over for dinner or for brunch, a couple weeks ago. And so, of course, they wanted to reciprocate. They just forgot to let us know. So when we called them on Sunday to say, hey, you guys want to come over for dinner? They said, oh, you're supposed to be over here for dinner tonight. We said, oh, we are. Anyway,
I don't think we were invited.
We were invited,
no,
yeah.
So.
They just forgot to let us know.
I don't think so. John Stiles, I think it was an after fact. It's like when a guy walks in, hey, Jimmy, I knew you were here, I'd have bought you a drink.
We had already invited Dad and Joanne and, and the Pascals and the Mullador, Mr.
What'd you
Mullador.
Hit the dump button.
You hit the dump button, so I don't say the word. You know what?
Dump button? What dump button? What was he going to say?
I said the
S word, the BS word.
You did?
Yeah.
Don't say that word.
I never say it, but I will say this: our
What is he going to say now?
Our engineer is full of SHI. Once you get to know him, you could add the T.
Double
now,
T.
Blank that one out.
You could go hashtag $T.
But we had a great time last night. It was good. Yeah.
You know what? Sometimes you take a detour, Michael.
Detour. There's a roadblock up ahead. Detour.
It doesn't matter where or when. You don't know where you might end up when you're coming from where you've been. Sometimes you take a detour on the way to where you go, wondering which way you're going to turn when you get to the end of the road. Life takes a detour. Stop fiddling. Look at you. What you got crunchy little things while I'm trying to sing the lyrics from my song. I wanted to say, literally, sometimes we don't know. Michael, sometimes you're going along and you think you have your life planned out. You got everything, everything done. You got a job, you got your family, you got your house, you got your car. And then all of a sudden, something comes along and just changes everything, and a rug is pulled out from underneath you. And what do? That's when life takes a detour. And I wrote a story, I wrote a chapter in the Navigating Difficult Paths Life Choices book here with Judy Morio and 25 other authors. And these are stories by people that have gone through life-changing situations in their life. And so mine was about detours, and it was about, when life takes a detour, what do? Do you just sit down in the middle of the road, Michael, and just cry and over your sorrow?
I did.
Or do you have to, for a little bit, you have to process everything, but then you got to pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and you got to decide, okay, which way am I going to turn? What am I going to do? Well, we've got a lot of different exciting things that we've been exposed to, offered lately. And so that's why last week we were kind of like at this detour road, going, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? And we're going to TV, but we love radio. We love radio because
I love radio because it's kind of John Lindquist.
Well, it's a different audience sometimes, because sometimes when you're at work or when you're driving in your car, you can listen to the radio. You can't turn on the TV, when you're driving your car.
But he will not come and see us perform, John.
He won't.
He will not.
Well, that's because he's always busy. His wife has to do her hair.
I invited him to my birthday party. He said he had a confirmation.
He has to go, do his hair.
Right.
And then, and then they have to go sing with the honorifics,
Because I said, John, you got a can of shellac over here. Are you painting? He goes,
shellac? I thought it was Aquanet.
No, shellac. We're talking polyurethane.
The big heavy stuff.
And with a big roller. And I said, what are you, redoing your office? He goes, no, my hair.
Well, anyway, we had a wonderful dinner last night. And I want we missed you, Lisa and Carl and Bill and Madeline and Nan
I didn't
and
miss
Brad
them, really.
and whoever else
They cheated on us. They went with the Grossos. The billionaires!
No, but we missed you guys last night. But actually, we had a packed house because we couldn't fit any more people at the table.
God.
As a matter of fact, we had to go find some chairs outside to bring in to add
Well,
Neil
to the table. My attorney, he was there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I love this
Colmenares.
kid. Neil Colmenares.
Yeah.
He is great.
He's your bike riding buddy. In fact, are you guys going to do something with with Mark Ewell? I mean, I know it's the Triumph place, Freedom Triumph over there. We were talking about maybe trying to do some kind of a road rally or something, with a bunch of guys and girls.
Carl Grasso said to me he's going to, I bought his motorcycle from him. Because seriously, Carl's up in years now. And, the guy's pushing, he's pushing 82. And the thing is that, the bike is 800 pounds. And
it is a big bike.
I got a Harley Davidson Fat Boy. It's a 1300. And ain't no joke. And even me, as strong as I am, I push it up the driveway. I mean, you God forbid, you drop that bike, you ain't picking it up. I'm telling you, right? And I see Carl, and he's at that age now. I just
what age is
him.
that, Michael?
What's that, honey?
What age is that?
Carl's age? Well, Carl's at the age now when a girl says no, he's grateful. So anyway,
I'm only teasing you. Lisa would agree with that.
No, I'm only teasing you. I like to have fun with them, and they really been a good sport. I mean, because I really reamed these guys.
Well, I got to ask you a question though. Yeah. What is the big difference? I mean, I was driving down the street the other day, and I went by. I saw this big sign on the side of the road for Freedom Triumph, over there, and I thought, Mark was on our radio show. Garrett brought him on a few weeks ago.
How's he doing?
And I thought, well, I'm going to pop in and say hi to Mark, see if he's there. So I did. I popped in and I saw the big poster of Rick, from the Pawn Stars and with the bike that they're giving away. They're giving away this beautiful, beautiful Triumph, and it's gorgeous, and it's just $10 a ticket. All you have to do is go into the store door there, and pay $10, sign up your name, and they are raffling off this bike. Michael, I got to tell you, it's a beautiful, beautiful bike. Yeah. So I talked to him and I said, and they've got Vespas. They've got the real Vespas there, Michael. The real Vespas. Yes.
Sandy.
Yes.
I got 2 motorcycles. You won't get on the back of any of them.
Well, I know, but maybe if I had my own little cute little
You
Vespa,
won't even.
I might.
I got a beautiful. I got a custom one from Italy. 289 miles. I use it. I went on the weekends. It's adorable. I go around the neighborhood. I go to Smith's. I go. Anyway. You don't even get on it. We have a lot of fun with it. For me, that's my relaxation. You know what I'm trying to say to you? But when you drive that Harley Davidson, you got to be in the mood for that.
Yeah.
The little Vespa you get on is cute. You get on it,
well, that's what you ride around the corner. Right around the neighborhood.
Easy.
Actually, they in Italy and all those, in the movies, they rode them up and down those hills.
Well, there was a gang.
But they must have had a bigger engine in it than what he has, because you only have 40 cc's or something, or 30 cc's,
right?
And a phone ringing again.
No.
Anyway,
it's our text.
So when I get on the back of it, we're trying to drive up just this little mound, it's kind of putt. But he did get the smallest engine on it, so we'll have to get the bigger engine next time. Michael, what are you doing?
Carl just called me a wimp.
Carl!
He said to me, we missed you too,
Carl
Sandy, not Michael, the wimp. You cannot handle the bike. Why, you dirty son of a...
gun.
They just gun. No, Carl's. I'm only teasing. Carl, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud to have a friend. A friend.
You do have a friend.
Yeah, I do, and I can count them on one hand. I'm very fortunate. Before my demise.
No, I think it's 2 hands now.
Right.
Because don't forget, we filled that table last night, and then of course the Grosso's table was full too. So I'm sure that's 2 hands.
But
full
Carl, but I'll tell you one thing about Carl. He's got, and I mean that he's just one of them rare guys that's got a good heart. There's a lot of people.
Oh, he does.
That got a lot of money.
What about the Pascals?
Wait a minute.
My
Let
gosh,
me finish.
They got big hearts too.
Let me finish.
Okay.
There are people like the Pascals and the Grossos and a lot of people. You know what I mean? They worked hard for their money.
A lot of good people in our
but they're
corner.
good, and it's wonderful to have that. And I really look at them as family. They stuck by my side through thick and thin.
What about my side?
Well, you too, Sandy.
Gosh, you're always.
But I'm more
thinking of
controversial
yourself,
than you.
Michael. Well,
honey,
of course
I'm more
you are.
controversial.
I was thinking maybe we could play one of my songs this morning.
No. How about playing one of my songs?
I want to play one of my songs.
No, I want to play one
Can
of
we
my
play
songs.
Detours?
No, my song. How about "Ladies of Tramp" that we did that you're supposed to queue up? Not for me, but all my fans want to hear it.
Is that on there
If anybody's
too?
listening today.
Well, wait. Well, first you got to play my song.
No.
I said it first. Anyway, this is a song from my new album called Indiana. The album is called Indiana Rain, and this is a song called Detours. And like I said, I wrote that at the same time I was writing this chapter for what?
I gotta look up the track list online. It's just the disc.
What are you saying? You have the CD.
I have the CD, but I don't have
You're
the track.
fired.
Oh,
You're
gosh.
fired.
Looking it up right now.
Oh my goodness! It should be on the back. It should have been.
That's all right.
Anyway,
Just play my song.
Well, Ryan, why are you interrupting me? I was talking. I was giving you amount of time to get everything together. But anyway, this chapter, when I was writing this, it was in 2011, and at the time, our mother was going through. We found out she had cancer, and she had decided to go to the doctor, at UCLA, and she got an operation. And so at this time, I knew I was writing this chapter, but I didn't have any idea. I kind of had an idea what I wanted to write about. But what happened is I hadn't started yet, and one morning I woke up, and I had from a dream, and I said, my life has been a series of detours, and it really has. I've made a lot of, in my life, I can look back and see that I've done a lot of things, just like you or John or any of us who are past the age of 30. And so anyway, I said, my life has been a series of detours, and I proceeded to go downstairs, and I started writing the chapter. And then at the same time, out of that process, I also wrote this song, and it's called Detours.
March, spring of '94, when the doctor gave her the news. 3 weeks late, barely 17, she knew what she had to do. She left her home and her family for a room in a halfway house, studying hard and working odd jobs so her baby wouldn't do without. When you're faced
Tours from my new album, Indiana Rain, which is going to be, we are going to do a big party to celebrate the release of this album. And that's coming up soon, folks. So if you're just tuning in now, you're listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. And we'll be right after a message from our sponsors with some recipes from what Michael made last night for us.
More I want you. This is Jack Wood, and I want you to listen every morning to Sandy Kastel and Chef Michael. It's a great way to start the day.
A wonderful way to start your day. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. You know, I was watching the show, Michael, that when I couldn't be here last week with you and Aaron Phillips and Ricky Cash, and that was so cute the way you had them say, Chef Michael.
Yeah. Well, they got to do what I tell them to do, or I will call the temple Beth Shalom and have them excommunicate it.
We're lucky
I'll make
that they
them Catholics
joined us,
if they give me any trouble. but
you know, we're going to go have lunch today over at Sealy's.
Really, get out, not Sealy's. Well,
Sealy's over at Valley High. That's a Valley High golf course. Yeah, and they've got a beautiful restaurant over there. Yes, we're going to meet our friends over there and have a nice little luncheon with the Pascals.
Well, let me say this to you.
Neil.
I want everybody to know that next this Wednesday we'll be starting at 7 o'clock. The show will be at 7 this Wednesday.
That's
coming
in 2
up.
days.
In 2 days from now.
Tuscany Grill. That's over at 11105 Southeastern.
Right.
Just past. I know it's past Horizon Ridge, and I think it's past another ridge too.
Yeah.
I forget which one. But anyway, it's over there in Henderson,
Right.
and we're gonna have we've got Jimmy Mulador, of course, as always.
Chad
David
Michaels.
DaCosta, Chad Michaels, Spider on bass,
And Santo Servino.
Santo Savino on drums. And you know, last night,
Yeah.
Jimmy Mulador brought over his DVD. He brought 2 DVDs over, and he and Dad and Jolie were sitting on the couch, and Joanne, and they were all sitting there listening and watching this, and Santo was playing drums there, and Jimmy was playing, and he was playing with these other different musicians.
Great
And
musicians.
It was a jazz concert
Yes.
at the house last night. I got to tell you, at Canyon Gate Estate.
Yes,
it was
it was.
wonderful. Yes.
Well, you know, it ain't no secret. Everybody knows we've been looking for a place, you know, and I publicly want to thank Lou and the guys at the Tuscany to keep us rolling.
Tuscany Grill. Oh, yes,
to keep us
amazing.
rolling, you know.
They said, look, you guys come and stay out with us, you know, until you get your own place.
Right,
and,
which
you know,
is really
that's
nice.
so nice
And
of them.
like I said, my idea is a little bit different than everybody else's.
As long as we get it soon.
We're just, well, we're looking. You know, I'm not looking to spend $50 million, you know what I mean? Because that's the problem today. People go out in these restaurants, they knock your brains out. You know, you go into these places and, you know, remember one thing. When you talk about a local place, remember one thing, folks. You're dealing with local people. You're not dealing with tourists. You're dealing with local people. You got to
That's
make
right.
things affordable for local
And
people.
exciting and different.
And exciting.
Something
And
unique.
every place we go, every Italian restaurant that we go, and I'm not going to mention any names, all the food's good, that's all nice. We pick up a $200 bill, no matter where me and Sandy go.
Not at
it's
Tuscany
60
Grill.
No, not at Tuscany.
Tuscany Grills, you know,
They're
their
reasonable.
prices are very
$6 a
reasonable.
drink.
Yeah, and
what I
these
mean?
guys are the best. You
They
know,
are.
Mike is over on the bar
Mike's the
side,
best.
and Jerry's back in the kitchen, and Lou's up at front. The minute you walk in, you know, he's greeting you at the front door.
Mike used to be a cop.
Yeah.
You know that?
I know. I did.
Mike was a police officer.
He's tall, though. He looks like.
and he's
he could be-
a nice
yeah.
guy. And Lou,
Sweet.
it was so funny because Lou was with the Gambino family. How he got hooked up with these guys, I don't know. And then he went over. You know what I mean? And
I think
then
that was a secret, Michael.
What's that? No, I could say that because I'm on. But Mike is the real capo was Mike is Jerry Borland. It's
my
really
gosh.
Borolino. That's his last name. I said, why did you take off the last the syllables? He said,
changed
Mike.
his name.
He said, you think if I would have got myself a gaming license if I would have had an A-E-I-O-U at the end of my name? He said, you don't have a Chinaman's chance in
Yeah,
ever get a
wait a minute. He
license.
doesn't look Italian at all.
Somebody on the line.
He's
Not
German.
Jolet. Ah, Jolet, le rose à toi, le rond rue. Chez les Montois, le rose sur toute toi, le rond. Chez Rouen. Did you hear this before, folks?
Hi, Jolie. How
Hi,
are
Jolie.
you?
You last song.
Oh,
French too.
no, there you go.
Oh,
What did you just
Jolie.
say, Jolie?
Good morning, Chef Michael.
Good morning, Senator. How you feeling?
You're talking about my teeth, I know.
Well, I'm glad you came over last night, Jolie. I mean, you did well. You ate very good because,
Yeah, the polenta.
You had the polenta. I made that because I know you got your teeth worked on, so I have to give you something. Like Carl. Carl Grasso has false teeth. So what do you have to do?
Didn't stop me eating that
He's
food.
gonna text me again. No, I'm only kidding you. I'm only teasing you. And it wasn't.
Who's picking on Carl?
Diane Pascal said to me, "It ain't the same without the Grassos."
I know. She said it just wasn't the same.
And I said
Something
to them,
was missing.
they dumped us. They have other friends. They don't give a rat's coolie about us.
Well, we were gonna. Sorry, Jolie.
Go ahead, Jolie.
What were you gonna
We
say?
do miss Grassos,
Yes.
And food was so delicious that I forgot my teeth completely.
Did you really? Well, you say that, Jolie, because it's a free meal. You walk into Smith's, you
What was your
you buy a
favorite
bottle of
last
Ripple
night?
for $1.95, and you come in and you say, "Hey, Mike, here, this
Hey,
is for you."
Jolie, what was your favorite last night?
Meatballs.
The meatballs, yes. He made them a little more firm last night.
Yeah.
No, that you don't find any place.
Yeah.
Only over your house, Sandy, when Mike cook.
Thank you, Jolie. And you gave me a great compliment. Jolie said, because Jolie,
Oh, he included
he's
me.
a
Thank
great,
you.
he's a great artist. He said, Mike, I've been in New York City for over 40 years. I ate at every restaurant there is. He said, I've never tasted cooking like this in my life. And it's a great honor. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And I said to myself, is he saying that because he don't get a bill at the end of the dinner? Why would he? No, I'm only kidding you. But your wife,
That is
Jolie.
absolutely right, Mike. Because 40 years in Manhattan,
I know. Your wife.
You go to every restaurant for 40 years.
Thank you, buddy.
And really, your food.
Thank you.
It's unbelievable.
Well, the inspiration behind me is Sandy. I'll be honest with you. You know what I mean? She brought me back. She brought the dead back to life again.
Jolie,
yes.
we do want to thank Pirko because she brought she brought a chocolate cake last night.
Oh my God!
Now,
that
she
chocolate
brought
cake.
a poppy seed lemon poppy seed cake. Then she also brought
Homemade apple pie.
homemade apple pie. Then she brought this chocolate cake. Now this chocolate cake, she said, well, I tried something new. What she did is she made it with Nutella? Nutella, right? And that's,
Yes.
I guess, is that an Italian chocolate? I mean, I remember when I was over there, I was over in Italy and I saw that everywhere. They spread it on, they spread it on bread, they use it in everything. So is that like a basic chocolate over there or what? Or is it just a brand?
No, and those things she was putting some sesame seeds or something.
Oh, that's the poppy seed
That's
one.
the
but
pop. We're talking about the
chocolate-
chocolate cake.
I'm talking about the chocolate one, though. Do you know? Jolie probably doesn't know, right, about the Nutella.
No,
That's
no,
the wrong
I-
person.
Well, we
I
like.
know more about Mike's cooking.
Well,
We want everybody to know that once we open our place, Jolie's pictures are going to be beside my own pictures. I want my own
we're very
pictures.
fortunate because
I'm a painter.
Pirko has that place with Magnolia and Eve called Truffles and Bacon, and they're moving to a new location in November, and they're so excited. But right now they're over at the Antique Mall over in Henderson, and we went over there last week and had a wonderful, wonderful lunch. And the thing with Pirko is she's just an excellent baker, and obviously, when we do our place, we're going to want to have some specialty recipes in bakery items and stuff, and we'd love for her to, to provide those for us, So
We'll get a kick out of the name Magnolia.
Somebody asked me the other day, you're always over Sandy and Mike, I said, what do you mean? I'm not that often. Sundays, Saturdays, sometimes Thursdays, and once in a while Monday.
That's good.
Well, we love you, Jolie.
That's right,
That's the
Jolie.
most important thing is
That's
that we
not
love
that
you.
often.
And we love you, and we know you listen to us every day, and
Of course.
and we think the world of you, and we're going to put your paintings along with my paintings. I really paint by number. I only
We're in
kid you
trouble
don't.
now.
And I'm going to put my paintings up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And you're going to sell your paintings for $150 billion, and I'm going to sell mine at a
For
garage
$1.50.
for $1.50.
But you know what, Jolie, we were talking with Neil last night and Diane and Dr. Perry, and of course, we're talking about the plans for the place, and we've got a couple of names, but we're not going to reveal them right now. But we have a couple of names in mind for this supper club, and our idea is that we are bringing people together to have a nice dinner and a show and maybe a little comedy, some fun things, and then we could also incorporate some things throughout the day, like luncheons and afternoon fashion shows and things like that.
Great.
Yeah, and
something different.
And bringing in artwork by different artists, ties in with everything that we're doing with WEMA, and you're part of that too, Jolie. You're very inspirational to all of us. Your paintings. You started over basically here in Las Vegas. You came here to retire, and then Pirko said, "Come on, get off the couch and start painting again," because here you were, and that's your passion. And so now you're even trying some new things, which we can't talk about on the show yet.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited because John Stiles has come up with a way to help you do that, and because you're creating this whole new image and this whole new look, and we're excited about this. And can't wait to see what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, thank you, Sandy.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for calling in, Jolie.
Yes,
thank
Jolie,
you for
we
being
love
part
you,
of our
buddy.
family.
And thank you, Jolie. Don't forget
guys.
the $30 you owe me. I'd appreciate it if you pay me.
Thank you, guys. You have the best.
Okay, ciao.
I
Have a
love
great
you.
day.
Now here's a great guy for you. He's like one in a million. He hired
One
us.
in a million.
He hired us to promote him, and we did this magnificent show, and we became
That was earlier in the year.
I
I
said I didn't forget.
We
What
just
a
became
spectacular.
good friends. Yeah.
So it's like anything else. God moves in funny
Hey,
ways.
Michael.
Yeah, baby.
I think we've got one of your songs queued up here. Yeah.
Well,
you
I
want
did
to
it.
lead us into it?
Well, a lot of people don't know that I sing. People, the listeners, they know me.
They just know you as
Chef Michael.
Even when you do sing.
But here's a song here's just a little clip
Gee,
that I
it's a good
did.
thing he's a chef.
Irv Gordon wrote this arrangement. And a lot of people like Mel Torme. And I think I'm like the last of the guys that are still out there.
Are you comparing yourself to Mel Torme?
What's that? To Mel? Mel's a great performer, honey.
Well, actually, other
Mel was
people are
great.
comparing you to Mel Torme
Well,
because
people-
of your scatting.
Well, it's like anything else. If you see somebody like they don't know who you are, and they would say, "Well, let me ask you a question. What kind of performer? What does he sound like if he's an opera singer?" Well, do you like Buccelli? Well, if you like Buccelli, you'll love him.
If you like Mel Torme, you'll love him.
So anyway, here's the thing. Here's the second half of Ladies of Tramp. Go
Okay,
ahead, kid.
cool.
California, sweet and cold and damp like Mel Torme. That's why I have a lady with a tram. Now watch this. One more boy. California, cold and damp. That's why I have a lady. That's why I have that lady. That's why I have that lady.
Wow, that was Chef Michael.
Yeah, that
Leonetti.
song's called Sadiq Down to That's the name of that song.
And if you're just tuning in now, this is Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael, and that was him on Lady is a Tramp. We'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
More interviews, more recipes, more fun. This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with Chef Michael. Well, you know what? Carl Grosso was so nice. He just sent us a name that he thought would be great for the new location. And Michael, what is that name he said?
My best friend Mike Leonetti's Italian restaurant cuisine, who's a wonderful individual. I said, Carl, that's
No, I don't
too
think that's
long
what it
for a
was.
name.
What was it?
Meatball Michaels. That's real creative, Carl.
Well, you know what? Dr. Perry had one last
Yes.
night too. You know what it was?
What?
The belching bullfrog.
Not the belching bullfrog.
I'm like, wait a minute. Well, maybe that's because he's thinking about after somebody has your meatballs.
You know what's really sad?
You know, if you have an idea for a name for our supper club, please call it in. Call it in to 702-731-1230, 702-731-1230. We'd love to hear the name for the restaurant. That
What's
you think we should
happening
call
with
it.
T. Fox? I want to know what happened to T. Is he
Where
in
is
town?
T. Fox? I don't know.
That kid must be. He went
I
back
don't
to
know.
Atlantic City. He said he's opening at Trump Plaza, and
Now
Trump
they're
Plaza's closed. So I don't know what.
No, he just had a real successful
Yes, he did.
event, you know, and now I know he's working on something new with the Las Vegas Follies girls, and I hear that it was a big success.
Oh.
And and Robert, we haven't heard from Robert Gordy Jr.
Yeah, what happened to Robert
Where
Gordy?
are you, Robert?
My God.
And Monique Brewster, where are you girls?
She's out putting makeup on.
You know, I understand that Monique was playing with a new band, and so she's probably real busy with that band now, you know.
Yes. We got to get a hold of what's the kid's name that has
kid?
the race car?
Gene Woods.
Gene Woods.
Yeah, we're supposed to do something out there.
We got to get Gene Woods with the tickets for the show. Gene needs. We got to make some phone calls. We're going to
Yeah,
need people to
that's
know
right,
what the
that's
hell's
right.
going on out
Right.
there.
You know, we've got a big event on the 19th of October at Canyon Gate Country Club. It is a big band date. It's a WEMA fundraiser. We've got, for just $35, you get a show with a 16-piece big band and also dinner at the Canyon Gate Country Club.
But you know what's
oh
nice,
my gosh,
Sandy?
It's amazing.
Do you know what's nice? At
What's
that particular night, you remember Ricky Cash? Ricky Cash and Aaron Phillips? One thing about these two guys, they have Vegas Unwrapped, all right, which is really popular. And not see the Ricky Cash fan club. Everybody wants to see him in a
Where'd you get that audience?
What's that? What audience? Oh, that's a good audience.
Yeah.
So what happened is that they'll be there that evening interviewing, a lot of our guests.
That's right.
Which is really great, and we'd love
We
to
better
have it.
watch it. I think they're stealing all our guests.
That's all right. Let these kids alone. They're all right. Who we got on the phone?
Ricky Cash.
Ricky Cash.
No, Ricky Cash. Hey, Rabbi, what's up, Rabbi?
Hey guys, I got a great name for the restaurant.
Okay,
ahead.
what is it?
No soup cans here.
No, no soup cans here.
There you go. There you go. That's a good one.
That's a
I
good
like
one.
that. I'm going to get a piece
No
of paper. I'm
soup
sorry,
cans
keeping-
here. That's good.
keeping,
No soup cans.
tabs on
You
the
know where I
names.
got that from? Believe it or not.
Who'd you get that
my
from, Michael?
grandfather.
Really? You said no soup cans
My grandfather used to say that to me. I said, "Pop, what do you mean?" But he says, "That guy's when I used to box, he says, "Guy's a soup can. What do you knock him out?" These
Well, actually, that's a cute tagline. It's kind of like
Soup
a soup
can?
can. Yeah, that's like a no. You say what the name is, and you go no soup cans here.
No soup cans here. I got to tell you, we love you, my dear friend, and we think the world of you. We're so happy that you're a part of the team with us, and it's going to be exciting because the 19th is going to be absolutely spectacular. Because the last time we did that, we did the Christmas show there, and we had what was the kid's name with the opera guys?
Mark Thompson.
Mark Thompson.
As a matter of fact, they're coming back to town, and they're going to be here in December, and we're going to do something for Christmas with them. So,
We're going to go out for dinner. That's what we're going to do.
No, we're going to do a show.
Yeah, we're going to do. Can't wait.
At Canyon Gate Estates.
Well, I don't know. I just talked to them today. They're booking up everything, so you better do something.
Canyon Gate Estates.
At our estate.
Maybe.
Oh, you better.
Well, I don't know.
That's
Did
not
you
a bad
say-
idea because you're like, we got a 10,000 square foot home,
Well,
and we can do it right upstairs on the balcony.
She was calling me. Maybe that's what
Who,
she was
honey?
calling me about. Canyon Gate. Maybe that's what they were calling me about.
We'll give them a call. Anyway, Ricky, we love you, buddy. Anything you want to say real quick?
Yeah, just want to tell you, John, Aaron, and I will all be in tuxedos for the big event, so we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a great show.
That
John?
sounds great. Aaron.
John.
John Stiles.
Now, tell me, is there something you've done that I don't know about?
They rented tuxedos for that big event. It's going to be big. This one's going to be real big because 13th we're shooting the television show, with the chef from Canyon Gate.
That's right. In the afternoon, and then in the morning, we're going to be shooting over at Sherry Goldstein's yoga studio. We're going to be doing the Stay Fit and Fabulous Forever segment.
At
there,
Goldstein's, they'll be doing Fit and Fabulous, eating a bagel with cream cheese.
We'll see you Wednesday morning, guys.
Thank you,
Okay,
buddy.
ciao.
Well, on the phone, believe it
On
or
the
not,
phone.
Sandy, we have a very special friend. He's our friend, and he helps us pack our equipment. And he's just a super nice guy. And his name is Shiny Mohawk
Jason.
Jason.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi,
Well, you're
how
full
you
of
doing?
personality
Good morning.
today, buddy. What's up?
I want to say congratulations on your radio show.
Well,
thank you.
Shiny.
And I would like to make a real quick announcement. Won't take long.
So hurry up.
All right. Shifties, 3805 West Sahara. 3805 West Sahara, near the corner of Valley View.
Yes.
On Monday nights from 8 to midnight is Blues with Bobby Jones and me, Shiny Mohawk Jason. I should go on at 10 o'clock on Monday nights.
All right.
Shiny, do
cool.
me a favor.
Oh, I'm so
And-
excited. Congratulations.
Shiny,
And we're going to have B.B. King's drummer with us now.
how exciting.
Oh, my
That's B.B. King's
God.
drummer is known as TT King.
Yes.
Listen to me. Go ahead, son.
And anyways, and we're going to have some special singers like Chef Michael might show up one day, you know.
Yeah. I want you to ask. I want
He
you to
doesn't do
ask.
blues.
I want you to ask for Mr. Blue. Because I'll be holding my breath. That's the color I'll be by the
I
time
do
I get in
blues,
there.
though, yeah.
Listen to me. Do me a favor, Shiny. That guy that owns that place. What's it called again?
Shifties.
Shifties. He needs to do some advertising.
That's right.
I will call him on the phone. Give me his name. I want to make him an offer he can't refuse because this guy needs some advertisement. These guys open up these joints and they don't want nobody to know. Now, we don't mind giving you a plug because we're your friend, but this guy needs to advertise.
Yes.
I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse.
Yeah.
Give me his number. I'm going to call him so this way here, this guy can do some great advertisement.
He just got a big ad right now. Yeah.
Well, of course he does.
Free.
I happen to know the manager's name who's there at, he's there all
Well,
the
give me the
time.
manager's name, his sister's name, his mother-in-law's name. I don't care who somebody's name, so I can call them and I can talk with them so we can get this thing straightened out. Listen there, Mohawk, we
Shiny.
love you, buddy, and we're
All right.
looking forward to seeing your
thank-
handsome face
Wednesday night.
on Wednesday night.
So
Yes.
thank you so much.
Thank you,
and,
sir.
But actually, you'll be at Shifty's tonight at 10 p.m., right?
Yes, I should go on at 10 and then...
But it starts at 8 o'clock. Goes from 8 to midnight.
It's from 8 to 12 midnight, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
We'll
you
see you
very much.
there. Okay, bye.
Okay. Thank you, bye.
Thank you. You know, we went there to see this guy.
Yeah.
And we ready for this? No BS. Like, I had a steak. It was like $6.
Yeah, it was great.
It was a great... I'm not kidding you.
I know.
It was a great steak.
And we sat right there at the bar and had it. And you know what? They have those machines up there
You
at the
can
bar,
play the
so
machines.
people can come and play the machines. I know people love to
Yeah.
do that.
And,
yeah.
that place has been there for a long
They have a ton
time.
of them there, like 15
Shifty's has
probably.
been there for years.
Yeah. So they're probably
You know what
grandfathered in. They got 15 of those machines. Yeah.
But I got to tell you, the food wasn't bad. I was surprised. Then
No,
we
it
had the
wasn't.
shrimp, was like $6. I expected, I
and
don't
the
know.
fries. Oh my gosh.
fries were
good
great. It
too.
was
I know I'm not
really
supposed
good.
to eat too many of those fries, but I did have a few.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, since you've been listening to Sandy Kastel and Friends, we're going to be taking a pause for the cause. Go ahead, honey, because I just wanted to take
a pause for what cause? I want to know what cause we're taking a pause for.
pause.
Do you have to go somewhere that I
I
don't know
got to go
about?
to the bathroom. I drank that tea, that
Well,
the
you know,
Chinese tea.
You know what? I got to congratulate
Oh,
you,
my
Michael.
God,
I
me.
know you made a commitment. Chef Michael made a commitment. Now, John, you and the boys said you were going to do something about it too, and I haven't heard anything yet. You guys were going to do something for Staying Fit and Fabulous Forever. Now, when are you guys going to do that? I'm, challenging you to let me know, and we're going to get you committed on paper because we want to get it on the TV show, the guys, and we're going to measure you, and we're going to weigh you, and we're going to start out, and then we're going to see, and then anyway, Chef Michael.
How the
is
hell are we
already
going to weigh
started.
Aaron Phillips? He weighs 900 pounds. How
Yeah,
are we going to
well,
weigh this guy?
they have those weight scales at the.
We got to put him on a truck stop.
We'll start that this Wednesday. When they come on the show, we'll start it.
There we go. Okay. Well, anyway,
I have to get down to
Chef.
a size 8 dress.
Well, we won't mention why. Anyway, I thought it was a size 12. Anyway, Chef Michael already started, and I can tell he's already been slimming down.
Yes.
And this morning, I was so proud of him. He said he opened the door, and there was Pirco's cake,
Oh,
chocolate
the
cake,
chocolate
and
cake.
and he was going to have some. And I'm sorry, Pirco, but he looked at it. He said, "No, I promised. I have to lose weight."
And you know what's funny,
So
Sandy?
we decided we've got to cut down and just like have a couple days a week when we're doing the specials, and then we're going to have to the rest of the week be very.
Well, no, I'm serious because I'm
Serious.
200. I'm 205.
205?
I'm 205.
You're an old man. I didn't know you were that old.
And I hit like a
if you're
mule,
just
so
tuning
don't
in
worry
now,
about
you're
me,
tuning
pal.
in
Don't
to
let the
Sandy
old man
Kastel
fool
and
you.
Friends Variety Show with Chef
back.
Michael, who's thinning down as we look at him right now. Look at him. He's getting thinner every minute.
Yeah, I'm going to fall down the drain
we'll
when
be
I
right
take a
back
shower.
after a message from our sponsors.
This is Sandy Kastel and Friends. Here again, your host, Sandy Kastel.
Hi, and welcome back to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show with none other than Chef Michael. Hi, Chef Michael.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. You know what? We didn't get any recipes today.
Well,
You're going to give us a recipe for something that you made last night that we all love, like what?
here's a great recipe.
Okay.
Go down to Smith's. Get yourself any kind of pasta.
Any kind.
Boil the water.
Okay.
When the water starts to boil, throw the pound of macaroni in or pasta in. Add a little salt, a little oil. Drain it, and put anything you want on it. That's the most simplest recipe you could ever possibly have. How do you like that? Could you handle that, ladies and gentiles? You know who's on the phone?
You know, you're so unexciting. Oh,
I'm
who's
unexciting.
on the phone? Is this Gordy Brown?
I'm still a
Jr.?
chick magnet.
I mean, yes, Gordy.
Hey, Gordy, what's up?
No,
man?
Robert. I'm sorry.
Gordy, my buddy.
I'm sorry. I had a brief moment. Sorry about that, Robert.
Yeah, senior moment.
Robert.
We've been listening to you all, and I'm so happy
And
that you guys are
Monique.
going to TV. And Monique, I've got her on the conference call with us.
Hi, Monique.
Hi, Monique.
How are you?
Hello.
Monique
Hello,
is
miss
so,
you guys.
I know. We miss you too.
you're so pretty.
What's this about? I hear about you singing with a new band.
Oh yes, we did the on Fremont.
Yeah?
We did the Culture Fest. Yes, I've been singing with another band,
Oh,
and
great.
we've got something coming up at Sherry's. It's a special show.
Uh-oh, not at
This
Sherry's. Sherry!
Yes.
You do best, Michael.
Yes, absolutely. And Tony Saka will be hosting
Who?
the show.
Tony who?
And
I thought he was
gonna
dead.
Be televised.
It's a televised production. So if you guys can come by and give us some support, that would be great.
What?
And
That would be
all your
awesome.
When is that?
This Thursday coming up, and
At night? At night?
Thursday night about 8:00.
Okay.
And Tony Saka, he's bringing his television crew. They're going to do a filming for his TV show.
Good.
And so it's going to be a special night. T. Fox, they've got Monique Bill, to do a special performance, and they've got a lot of great Grady Harrell and Bill Flowers, and
A lot of great performers.
Yeah.
Well, we're not on that dais. I don't know. See, if I was on that dais, Tony would never shoot the show. He never would shoot the show.
No,
Tony.
Tony and Michael go way back.
50 years.
Way
I
back.
know.
You know,
To South Philadelphia.
Come out.
I'm 62. Tony's 77. All right. And I remember as a kid, I used to watch him as a kid. He used to say,
Oh,
"Hey,
my
kid, go to
God.
the store for me. Get me a pack of cigarettes." So I asked him, "What kind of cigarettes do you want?" He said, "Get me." He says, "Get me Lucky Strike." I said, "Do you want filter tip or plain end?" He said, "Filter tip." I said, "Do you want soft pack or hard?" He said, "Soft." I said, "Do you want menthol or mint?" He said, "Forget it, Mike. I'll go myself."
So listen, Robert, where have you been, Robert? Heading out.
Well, we've been doing, hanging out and working with Monique on with her new band and everything, and then working with Sherry at the show.
Yeah.
And then, I'm like Chef Michaels. I got a day job, so I've been doing my day job, selling furniture, Walker Furniture, give them a plug, But, other than that, we wake up, listen to you guys in the morning, listen to all the great things that you're doing, and so happy you're going to TV. And
Yes.
so glad you're still going to be on the radio, too.
Well,
And,
Bob, on the 19th, we're having that big show. We only got 2 tables left for 20 people.
Yeah.
We only got 2 tables. We got 20 tickets left. They're $35 a ticket. The money goes to charity. Sit-down dinner, 16-piece orchestra. You ready for this? I got Peter Pavone, David DaCosta,
Jimmy.
Jimmy Melodor. All right, and
Awesome.
who else?
Mark Giove.
And I got nobody with color in the show.
Oh,
So I wanted to get what's her name?
Paris Red.
No, the hell with Paris Red. I'm talking about Nat King Cole's niece.
Paris Red. Oh, Cece.
Cece. So Cece said to me, Mike, I'm just going to go along with what you're telling. She says, I keep telling everybody, I'm not Nat King Cole's niece. I said, but I'm going to go along with it. No, we love
that.
We love you.
We love Cece.
We love you.
And every time, because she's so statuesque,
love
as
her.
you guys know. She's a beautiful, beautiful, and inside and out, she is just a beautiful person. And, she brought us together with a lot of different people.
She did.
And we love her. And, as a matter of fact.
If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have known you guys, because we went down there that day and she interviewed us, and then we talked and we became friends, and you came at the time at the Cigar Lounge when we were performing up there.
Well, these guys came on with John Stewart, too.
Right, and the rest was history, which is really great. And I'm going to tell you something. I know I do a lot of joking and all that BS, but I tell you, Sandy and I, we love you guys. I mean, you guys are very special.
Oh, we love you too.
And once I open that supper club, I'm telling you, there'll be a venue and a financial venue to start hiring some good acts to put in the club. 'Cause that's what I want to do.
But listen, congratulations.
I would call the supper club Sandy and Mike. That's
that's real nice. I was thinking of Gordy and Leonetti's, but it's okay. It's up to you. You know what I mean? Starring Monique.
That's right.
There you go. Listen, you guys, have a great day. Thank you so much. We'll see you this Thursday night at Fiestas. Okay, Sherry Gordy presents. Okay. We love you too. All right, have a great day. If you're just tuning in now to Sandy Kastel and Friends Variety Show, we will see you tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. Yes, people are listening, Michael. Ciao and have a wonderful day. Bye.
Yeah, thanks, Carl, for the compliment, you dirty son of a...
Be a lady tonight.